And hello there folks, I'm RJB from RJBTV, and you might have noticed that I didn't cast a single game for maybe a little bit over a week, but we're back with some prime material. My brain against Byul, ready here on the fastest map on one of the new super maps. They change the name all the time to match their clan name. For example, By, they just call it By, or they call it HS, or Dead, or Top. Whatever else there is, they just name the map after their clan. That's something they do, and then they play on the map for a little while, and then they decide to switch over to another clan, and then they play on the other clan map. It happens all the time. All in all, it's all the same map. We're gonna brain the name DJ, WLFJD, NSEM on the teal protoss on the bottom middle of the map, and then we have AP80, the red Terran here on the middle left of the map, also known as Byul. His opponent of today is Byul, and he's a very formidable Terran player. He's a formidable player on every single race, and that is something you should be expecting of a former professional player who's played in not one, but 2 ASL seasons, and ASL is the highest level of the normal map competition. And he played in 2 of those seasons, and then he kind of stopped trying because he got more interested in playing fastest map than playing normal maps, and now he's been playing fastest maps for the last 3 to 4 years, kind of pretty much all the time. Let me just put the score at the top there of the screen. 0-0 for Brain and Byul. So Brain here starts off with a Nexus first, which is a little bit risky against a middle spawn Terran here. Middle spawn Terran with an early barracks at 8 supply. They can kind of bunker rush or marine rush the choke, which makes it a little bit risky to go for a Nexus first, but he hasn't been found yet, and I do not know if this marine is going to scout the map as well. Yeah, that was going to scout as well. He's going to go to the bottom side there, and he's going to find the cannon before the cannon is finished up, but the SCV is on the other side of the map. If the SCV was not all the way over there, the SCV could help out damage the cannon, which would let Byul break through the cannon quite easily. But Byul recognizes that, okay, I am all alone here with one marine, I cannot kill the cannon fast enough, I could just gotta enter the base and just try to be annoying, maybe damage the probes a little bit, distract a little bit. Marine goes, kills a probe, that should never ever happen. But he kills a probe, that is kind of pretty awesome for Byul. Because now he goes for a second command center really early, and a first gas quite early as well. What he did is he cancelled marine production for like maybe 1 cycle, maybe 2 cycles of marine production to get that command center up much faster. If he saw that Brain was being aggressive with his build order, he would probably have built a 3rd barracks and then a gas, an academy, and then a 2nd command center. So the command center is much faster than it would otherwise be in any other situation, and it's purely because Brain can realistically not attack or hurt Byul. If Brain decides to attack with anything right now, it would die. That's why Brain pulls back, because he knows that, you know what, I cannot really do any damage. I've got no fighting forces. But his robotics is extremely quick. Very quick. The fastest robotics when you do a +1 Nexus build order is this exact timing right there. It's very fast. You might get another Citadel of a Dune. What a lot of players do is they get a Robo and a Citadel of a Dune and 3 more gateways, and then they get robotics number 2. But Brain here is... yeah, there's the Citadel of a Dune. It's right there. Now he's gonna build maybe... is he gonna build a 2nd robotics? Yeah, there's gonna be a 2nd robotics right there. Well, no. So, okay, he's doing a little switch up here. He might go for a very fast Templar's Archive here on the side after the Silver Dune finishes up. Is it gonna support me in the back? That's a double I think this is a mistake. I think Brain made a mistake here. He made... this was supposed to be a robotics and this a support bay, but he made 2 support bays out of 1. And now the question is he going to get double upgrades, or was this simply a mistake? Was this simply a mistake? I really think that was a mistake. So he gets scanned there by Byul, who sees pretty much all the useful information he can get. We have a very fast... No, we don't get a fast start there from Byul. He's going to go for an add-on to get a dropship. He's going to try to go for a drop on the probes. Sometimes the player goes for a Wraith before they get the control tower, so that they can kill the Wraith. So they get a Wraith, and they can kill the shuttle. Because at the moment, as you can see, there's only Zealots. There's nothing from Brain that can shoot up into the sky. So they get a Wraith to repel the shuttle with the Reaver inside. But because he goes for a control tower first, and probably for a dropship, don't know if he's going to do anything with the control tower, or if he just built it for the sake of having it. Pretty much always with the Korean top players, they always build something for a purpose. We've got a shuttle there over the bottom flying in. Byul knows it's coming. He already has some turret there placed alongside the bottom side of his base. And goes for a frontal attack. That's not really an attack, it's a very small amount. I really think that Brain screwed himself over going for the double support bay, because that definitely was not his plan. The Reaver goes down, minimal damage has been dealt. The front door is pretty much completely fine. Decent damage there on the bunker, pulled back. The bottom side attack with the two Zealots and the Reaver did pretty much nothing. I really think he just made a huge mistake building that support bay and then building another one again. I think it was just a massive mistake, a misclick, which is not something you see Brain really ever do, to be honest. You got a vision there from the gas to send the SCVs to safety. When the drop does manage to arrive at the command center, you got 2 more barracks on the way for Marine defense. Level 1 attack almost finished up. He might get level 2 attack when level 1 attack finishes up. Some players get level 2, some players get level 1 armor, some players just get level 1 attack and do not get any other Marine upgrades. Drop comes in over the top side. There's a Dark Templar inside. There's no regular Templars, just Dark Templars. And he does have a scans on that one, kills that one. The one at the top is still undetected, still alive. Gonna build a new turret there on the top corner, but drop comes in, onto Brain, tank unloads, tank is close, tank dies though before it can shoot. All the probes to survive. So yeah, the game is progressing quite nicely for both, and I think that's largely because Brain, as I said it before, I've said it I think like 5 times already, double support bay really was not supposed to happen. But he's still going through all the motions that he has to go through, but so far nothing has really done anything. The double Dark Templar did kind of nothing at all. He got some information, but it really did nothing at all. Like, imagine if that shuttle with the Dark Templars was a shuttle with a Reaver inside, which it would have been if he hadn't gone for the double robo by accident, but for the double support bay, but instead had gone for a double robo instead of a double support bay. Comes in over the bottom and the top. The bottom drop gets killed, the top drop gets killed as well. Templar alone, Templar cannot storm though. There was nothing to distract and protect the High Templar, so it dies immediately with a couple Marines, a couple tanks all around the vicinity. Now the front door from Byul is very, very thinly protected. There's almost nothing there, so Brain could, if he wants to, use this small little army to break through the front, or he's going to use this drop to just fly in over maybe this section. Not sure which section he's going to choose, but most of the time players drop over these angled approaches here on the side. So right in between the front and the bottom side. They take this path right there, because it is usually the least protected. Like you can see right there, it goes over the exact same spot, flies in, goes forward to the SCVs. SCVs are not being pulled away. Templars are loading way too early. Templar on the scene. Templar gets sniped with a target fire. So the thing Byul was doing, he was pressing on the S command, the stop command with his tanks, up until the Templar reloads and he targets the High Templar manually. That's some very high level stuff. That's not something... That's something pro players do. They select a tank, click on S command, until the target they want to hit unloads, and then they click on the target. Difficult thing to do, but the S command stops the tanks from firing. Comes in again, exact same angle, makes it all the way. SCVs have to run for the very first time, cannot storm, gets sniped yet again. Does he have any more High Templars? No, he's trying to unload a Zealot on top of the SCVs to do splash damage from the tanks onto the SCVs, but it isn't meant to work. The SCVs managed to escape to safety. This cost him a lot of money though. Like, all of his mining SCVs were away from the minerals. Well, I'd say 20 seconds, maybe 30 seconds even. It's a very long time to not be mining any minerals, but it's more important than losing any of those SCVs. You cannot afford to lose SCVs against a player like Brain, because even though he makes mistakes like making a double robo, he's still one of the sharpest tools in the shed. He will find a way to break your bones, break your legs, break your kneecaps, and win the game after he's tortured you, methodically worn you down and broken you. Now this is a big drop. He forgot to unload the Templars in the back there, but he's still going in there with 5 shuttles, 6 shuttles, all loaded to the brim with units. Starts unloaded with a carpet bombing. Templars, a lot of Templars on the scene, cannot kill all of those. But the Templars in the front died fast. Killed a lot of Marines with the High Templars there though, but the SCVs stay alive because the Templars were too far away to storm on those. And I think this one High Templar still has some energy in it. Nope, that one has... Oh, drop number 2 comes in. Very rapid succession drop. Kills the Marines first. Starts unloading it again. Hits the storm with the SCVs. Kills 20. But hitting those 20 might have been a little bit too late because we're on 54. His minerals are quite low, but he has a pretty nice base. He has some pretty good Marine production. He does get level 2 attack. So level 2 attack is on the way. He might even go for level 3 attack. Like, when you're playing a Marine-focused defense, get those level 2 and level 3 upgrades because it just makes such a huge difference against a Protoss who has armor and shield upgrades. He doesn't have armor and shield finished yet. He's got level 1 attack. Got armor and shield there on the way at the bottom. Getting air upgrades at the same time as well. He just air attack. He comes over the bottom side. Got a bunker, got Marines getting stimmed. Unloading, Reaver on the scene. SCVs run to safety there though. Cannot shoot. Well, he shoots, but the Scarab gets stuck in between. Unloads yet again. Shoots and hits a couple of them. Now, at this point, I would say that the SCVs dying are starting to add up. It's starting to amount to something. Because he killed 20 earlier, and he killed about 8 or 10 right there. There's a 30 total death SCVs. That's 1,500 minerals. Plus the SCVs run away and return again. That's another 500, 600 minerals, maybe 1,000 minerals. Plus, you gotta keep in mind, that's 30 SCVs he would have otherwise had that haven't mined at all. So the total amount of minerals lost by Byul here could be 5,000 minerals. That's how big those 2 drops were, even though most of the SCVs did survive. He kept 54 SCVs alive on both of those drops. But in total, it really adds up. Brain is starting to build a lead. You can see it in the supply. He's got 50 more supply. Comes over the front. Marine stimming in, splitting up the shuttles. Reaver unloads way too far away. Templar on the scene. Templar storms, but Templar doesn't really hit anything. The Reaver there, though, has no Scarabs. He forgot to build Scarabs for the Reaver, but he breaks through the front door there, though. But the rates are up in the sky, up high and dry, keeping everything safe and sound. But the supply counts are still in favor of Brain. Comes over the bottom side. He's starting his rapid fire approach of just sending in and sending in. Templars unloading on the scene. This will time around there though. Once again, it gets about 12 to 15 kills. It's all starting to add up. Byul is kind of perpetually stuck in rebuilding the workers that he loses. Never really allowed to build a bigger base at this point. He has had this base size for the last 3 to 4 minutes. He's just been rebuilding, recovering, and defending. This is the point where playing speed really starts to matter a bunch. Because Brain is a much faster player than Byul. That storm hits him pretty hard, kills another 15. It's really starting to add up. Slowly but surely, Brain is getting shaved away, dismantled bit by bit, tiny little steps. Brain's playing speed, his multitasking is really paying off. Comes out yet again, there's observers on the scene, flies into the Corsairs. The Corsairs are going to get taken down there though with some great micro. The shuttles are being chased down, but they escape back to the cannons just on time. Got a lot of observers all over the place. The observers exist to detect the raids. That's their purpose, that's their job. Detect the Wraiths, which are level 1-1. Attack and armor 1-1. The Marines 0-2. And he's gonna level 3 attack right now. There's not really a point in getting the armor upgrades because it's largely Reavers and Templars, and the armor upgrades for the infantry, they don't really help you survive the storms or the Reaver Scarabs. They do help you survive the Zealots though, but they're not really an issue. While the mines in the front drop comes in as well. The mines might kill a lot of the Marines. It's a double drop. It was a double drop. Hits him really hard. Hits pretty much everything on the SCVs. Byul got tricked. I got tricked. Everyone got tricked. I didn't notice a double drop up until the Templars in the back stormed and they killed all the SCVs. Now he is really down in the dumps. Now it is really the part of the game where this is the hardest to survive scenario as a Terran. When you lose all your SCVs, your army is small, the enemy is big, you got no wall in the front, you have a very low amount of tanks, you got 1, 2, 3 tanks at the bottom, and 1 on the high ground. Almost no tanks at all. 3 more are spawning though, but those 3 are not going to make the difference. Now he does have 1800 gas, so he doesn't have to mine gas for a little while, can use all of his SCVs to recover his economy as fast as possible, but Brain's not gonna... Okay, beautiful snipe there though, but loses all of his raids. Pretty much all of them are dead and gone to survive. Not sure if that was worth it, but he stops the drop for now, which gives him time to recover a little bit longer. But Brain already has another set of shuttles ready to go because he keeps sending shuttles back home after each drop. Unloads. Nope, doesn't unload yet. Corsair tanking, flies in, sniping the shuttles individually. Doesn't load. Templar on the scene, ready to storm there on the SCVs. Runs right through the storm, runs right back through it. Loses 10. Not sure if running back through the storm was the right choice, but a lot of the SCVs are on low HP. Look at this. A couple of them are on low HP. Well, actually, most of the low HP ones just died, but he's back at 23. He was recovering, and now he's all the way back at the bottom. Has to climb up that mountain all over again, with upgrades being 2, 2, 3 every Brain. Very quick, rapid upgrades. Almost a single set on top of the tank. Beautiful move. Small little micro moves. Great position to unload. Great kills the High Templars. Drops more Zealots. The Templars are on the top side. This was got them all the way... Okay, no storms this time around. Kills his own Zealot. Oh no. Ooh. This tank killed a bunch of his own SCVs. But the Templar is recovering his energy. Zealots on the top are getting taken down. Templar goes down as well. Got some shuttles there hanging on the side. These got pulled out of the base, and they'll return back home very soon. He has a lot of shuttles on the map. I'm gonna drop on the bottom. Got the proxy base there on the bottom right. Fleet beacon. Drop comes in yet again. Flies in. There's almost nothing here to defend. Unload. Storming on the mineral patch and on some tanks. The tanks do survive. Barely though. Attack on the front as well. Mines explode. On top of more storms coming in from the top side. And he does kill a couple of them. And Byul just taps out. He is getting demolished. These double, triple drop combinations from Brain have been absolutely on fire. They've really done a dirty number on Byul. Byul could not keep up. And I mean, it's difficult. It's very difficult to keep up with this many attacks all at once, everywhere, all the time. And the interesting thing about Brain's play here is he didn't really build a massive amount of gateways or stargates. He realized that he was getting ahead of Byul. And when you realize you're getting ahead, do not start building. Do not start building more gateways or stargates. Focus on just attacking nonstop like this. The exact same way Brain did it. Just keep on attacking nonstop. Do not waste your time building more gateways. You don't need more gateways. You don't need more stargates. What you need to do is do not give the Terran time to recover. You just killed a lot of Marines, a lot of SCVs, a lot of tanks. Just attack again. Just make another army, make another round of drops, and send them in again. And kill more stuff. Do not let them recover. And Brain, just like 458 was, and I'd say Liboku, they're stars at keeping up consistent pressure because their multitasking ability is just so awesome. specifically Brains. Because even though he was dropping non-stop, he did build this small little proxy base for a fleet beacon to get extra air upgrades, which he was getting at this point in time. Upgrades were currently, or is there a Corsair somewhere? There's a Corsair right there. So 121 for air. This ground was on 223. He wasn't getting a level 3 armor and shield just yet, but he did have a weapon. Well, that's game number 1 between these two players, and we're gonna have a couple more games as the week goes on. But so far, this very first game was really enjoyable, very high level. Byul couldn't really fight back as well as he wanted to. He tried, but couldn't quite live up to the level required to survive Brains Protoss as a Terran. So we'll see you next time. RTB here, signing out.